Hi guys, I've had some people ask me about my hip pads and how I do my body and things like that, so I wanted to do a quick little tutorial just to show you how to do hip pads and what kind of like tights and things that I wear to get the body that I have. I have no butt or hips whatsoever, so I have to build it all out of foam. These are what my hip pads look like. You can take a look here. This part here goes down on my leg, and this is the top of the hip, and then this part here wraps around and that creates my ass. So we've got both pieces here, and I just cut these out of foam. You can go to the hobby store and you can buy foam, or if you want to be really cheap you can just wait till you can find a couch cushion on the street and you can use those too. I usually cut the foam out with one of these carving knives. It's like for cutting ham or bread, but I got a piece of scrap foam here and I'll show you how this cuts so good. So you can get a pretty smooth cut with it. So what I do is I just go along and I'm trying to taper the edges. And the most important edge to have tapered is that one that's on the bottom of your leg. This needs to really be tapered. I see so many queens where I can like see that round part down on their leg, and it's because they don't have that tapered enough. But I taper all the way around, and then I'll go in with scissors and do it even more, and I'm trying to get it smooth. You can see mine aren't completely smooth. But what I do then is I put on tights on top of that. I do like opaque tights. And I do 3 pairs of tights over the top of the pads. And then that way it starts to like smooth it out so that you can't see any of these inconsistencies anymore. And then I've got this other little trick. This is a girdle, and it's made by Cupid, and I think I got this one actually at Walmart. Now it doesn't come, I have this, it's in a thong. It has legs when you buy it, and I had to make it into a thong. And then that's how I get like my butt crack, so that it doesn't just look like I have a like flat butt across the back. So I'm gonna start putting these pads on, and then I'll show them to you when I get them on, okay? All right, well I got the pads on and I got my first pair of tights on, so you can kind of see what's going on. It looks a little bumpy and things right now. First of all, underneath my tights, I just wear like a men's Speedo swimming suit, and the Speedo is really tight so it like holds it all in, and then the tights will help hold it in too. And then it just wraps around my body, and you can see back here it's starting to make like the butt cheeks. But I know, and this right here was that part I was talking to you about where you want that tapered really well so that you can't see it. Now you can really see it still, but the more tights we put on, it'll start to hide it. Alright, so now we're going to put the second pair of tights on. One thing that I notice when I see queens on stage, it seems like a lot of them have their hip pads on too low. At least most of us have a little bit of a love handle. And if you'll just start your hip pads right where your love handle is, that's really kind of a good marker so that you know where to start them. Because I have a little bit of a love handle here. So I put them right there on that love handle. It's kind of right below your ribs. That's where you want to start them. So now we're going to put our second pair of tights on. And once again, these are like opaque tights, so you can't see through them. Now we'll put our third pair on. Now you remember when I showed you that girdle that I made with the thong? That's really gonna help me with the shape. Because when you get all these tights on, you don't really have a butt crack anymore. It looks kind of weird. You can see back here it just goes straight across, and I don't really like that. So that's how I put my girdle on, and then it gives me that butt crack. So we're gonna put that on. It holds in your tummy and it gives you a butt crack. So we put that on. I pull it up over so that I have a nice little hip here. And then, ta-da! We have cheeks. Aren't they cute? So that's how I do my pads. I hope this helped you out. If it did, make sure and like it, share it, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Take care.
Share it, yeah!
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.